Good
Welcome.
morning, guys.
Yes, sorry, good morning. It's still rather early. Welcome back to ROC Movie Reviews, the first episode of the new year.
Yep.
2020, let's go.
Sadly, the 2010s have come to an end.
Yep.
They had a lot of great films, but also a lot of bad ones.
Yes, there was a lot of crap, but there was
Yep.
also a lot of really good stuff. And as you may have guessed from the title of this video, we are talking about, from 2010 to 2019, our worst films of the decade. It should be fun.
Yep. Basically, we're going to take one movie from each year between 2010 and 2019, and then we're going to rank them in a top 10 list. And if you're confused, you can look at the one that's going to pop up on the screen right now.
Yeah, I'll put a thing in there. So, I think the best thing to do is we're going to start at the year 2010, and then we're going to work our way up to 2019. We're going to take turns, so I'm going to go my 10, your 10, 9, 9, 8, 8. So, makes sense, right?
Don't you mean my 10, our 10s, and our 11s?
Right, sorry, yes.
Yeah.
God, I'm still a little tired. Sorry. Okay, right. So, do you want to start with your pick for worst film of 2010?
Sure.
Okay.
Okay. So, this film, when I was a kid and saw this trailer, I thought it was going to be good, but I saw this and then I realized some older movies do not deserve remakes. And that is A Nightmare on Elm Street.
Never sleep again.
You have nothing to worry about. This won't hurt one little bit.
Yep. So, the plot revolves around an evil spirit who haunts teenagers in their dreams.
Mm-hmm.
And basically when he gets to them, he kills the teenagers, and everyone just flips out about it. And now these same teenagers have to go into the dreams, find out who's killing them all, and they have to put an end to this.
Yes, and of course, as many people know, this was obviously a remake of a classic original film. I'm trying to remember exactly what year the original came out, but
I think 84.
Was it 84? Okay.
Yeah.
What? Yeah.
First thing I want to point out, some of the good parts revolved around the CGI of Freddy Krueger. Like, there's one scene where he's actually coming out of a wall like... And you know, that effect was actually quite good.
Okay, so effect-wise and CGI-wise, you were sort of impressed by that.
But sadly, that's all the good parts. Now we're going to get into where this film is bad.
Okay.
And that mostly revolves around the character himself, Freddy Krueger.
Mm-hmm.
He just was not scary at all in this film.
Yeah, I haven't seen the movie, but he looks terrible.
Yeah.
Like, compared to the old Freddy Krueger in the new, it's like, what happened?
Mm-hmm. Some of the dream sequences were actually quite hilarious than anything.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, horror films like me expect more than this. Like, yeah, we expect to be scared, but I kind of want a compelling story. Like, both Conjuring movies or The Exorcist, maybe Jaws, honestly.
Sure. Yeah.
But, nope, this had none of that. The acting was bland, the writing was bland. Freddy's backstory wasn't even that great either.
Yeah, not interesting.
Nope.
Yeah,
Pretty much all I gotta say. Just a bad remake.
Just a bad well, and there's a lot of bad horror remakes, so would you just add that to the list, really?
Yep.
Okay. All right, so I haven't actually seen the remake of Nightmare on Elm Street. I didn't bother. I'm not really a slasher movie fan. That's the one genre in horror that I'm just like, eh. But clearly, you watch it, you've seen the original, and judging by what you just said, it does not measure up to the original at all.
Nope.
Okay. So, that's your number 10.
What's yours?
My worst film of 2010, similar to how you felt when you saw the trailer, this film I saw his first trailer and I was really excited because it was based on a popular television show that pretty much was universally loved.
Yeah.
And I didn't really know much about this director at the time. Clearly I do now. But this film was such a colossal disappointment in every regard that I just like left the theater. I wanted it to be good, and I remember kind of having that shred of hope going into the movie, but when I left I was just like, wow, I didn't even really know what to say because I was so stunned by how bad this film was. And that is 2010's The Last Airbender.
We started a rebellion.
He will need you. And we all need him.
Yeah, this film is pretty much a dumpster fire. There's really no redeeming qualities at all. The acting is piss poor. The characters are practically, all the characters are like whitewashed. They don't pronounce characters' names right, which, right there, that completely was an insult to fans of the show. The show is brilliant, and if you haven't watched it, go watch that show. And the follow-up show, Legend of Korra, are some of the best anime television shows ever. This film just, it tries to basically grab your nostalgia and put it into this live action form and be like, oh, you see what we did? We took it from the animated series and we put it onto the big screen. But it just doesn't translate, and none of these actors are really giving it 100% either. I would say the only actors giving it 100% is Dev Patel as Prince Zuko. He actually took it seriously. Other than that, nobody else in this film I remember. It was supposed to be the part one of the trilogy because the show was 3 seasons. And they even thought they were going to get a sequel because the end credits scene was like, yeah, we're setting this up. It's like,
but nope.
Not happening. This was when I took notice of M. Night Shyamalan. I believe this was my first film of his, sadly. He's made good films. This is just not one of them, and this is probably one of the worst films I've ever seen.
Most of his good films were in the past.
Yes, yeah, but he has made some good ones more recently. It's interesting seeing his track record, but Last Airbender, terrible, absolutely terrible. I'll probably never watch it again unless I get like some drinks and I get the guys together and we watch it for just how awful it is. It's $3 on Amazon if you want to check it out if you haven't seen it, but I wouldn't waste my time. Anyway, that's my worst film of 2010.
Alrighty.
All right, moving on.
On to 2011.
Yes.